know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't telling me. I'ma need something I can calm down. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New England Patriots. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally. On that, I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will be 1 yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Rolling through, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Copeland drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Being chased out left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes, right side. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Hooker. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scored. Down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Throwing again is Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
First and 10.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Derrick Henry. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Looking sideline, incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots nothing.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give Henry another shot. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill taking it in. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
The extra point.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. It's the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive.
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown. Johnson now returning. Now a hit and a loose football. Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off football.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Phil Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 down at the 31. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for two here. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for two, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. If we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for two and really put the pressure on them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that would be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Fights through, and now a crease. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
5-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's 15-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 15. Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. They'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. Not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Harris.
That's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got Lockett. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Man, that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now.
7.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball.
49.
And Holland's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The Seahawks.
Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And he's able to put it through.
Seahawks 28, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Being chased out left. And they lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Flushed out right. Out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Hey, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it up. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got
and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Wilson will find Metcalf. The 20. 10 for this. And touchdown, Sam. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Will line up
from the shotgun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked up down near the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
The score is Seahawks 41, Ravens 30. Jason Myers to kick off for it.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Miles Boykin. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 44 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Will line up for the 2-point
sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run it with Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Everett picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Out to his left. He'll run it. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big pickup of 38. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pass. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, for the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just me. I don't know what I can go down there and say that to him. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On third and one, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Rolling to his right. Incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
On the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.